Hey everyone. So in our previous video, we had talked about weather and climate, but now I want to talk about just like climate change. So I will start to give you guys kind of like an example what that is. So let's remind ourselves first of what is climate. So climate, it refers to the average condition of weather. Okay, so the average weather conditions. Okay, so that means that on average, New York in the winter is really cold, and on average, Louisiana it's typically really wet and really wet, and and it also can be cold, but typically it's a wet cold type deal. Okay, and also the same thing in New York because you can't have snow without some form of wetness, right? So overall, we can say in the winter that these two areas, their climate is cold and pretty wet. So then, what is climate change? So climate change that refers to when you have some type of normal climate, right? We have this idea of what the climate is, but then something happens that is out of the ordinary. Some weather thing happens that pushes it out of what its normal conditions are. Okay, so on average. So when we're thinking about climate change, we then have to expand our brain to think this is going to be a change that is on average different than what it was in the past. So, on average, the temperature of Earth has risen at a certain amount. Okay? So, because it has risen a certain amount, that means that it is now hotter than normal. So, if it is warmer than normal, then that means something happened to its climate to cause it to change. So we're in our next video that we're going to really dive into a little bit more on this whole idea of climate change. So today, I'm going to ask you guys to do is to write me your own definition and also to draw me a picture what you think climate change would look like if it was like if it had an image. Okay, and also I would like a definition based on what you've heard and what you already think climate change is. Thank you guys, and I will see you later.